Smith & Wesson Model 38 special J-frame revolver. This one dates back probably to the 80s, and it is box stock, and of course it is unloaded. Belongs to a friend of mine, and it is very similar to the gun that has been ridden hard and probably put away wet more than once. This was my backup gun for a good part of my 38-year career. A lot of the times it rode in a custom sewn pocket inside my motorcycle breeches, and you can see it has been through the mill, but still works good. We're going to put the Wilson Combat J-frame custom tuned spring kit in Harry's gun, and we're going to see what kind of difference it makes. Stick around. Welcome to Rider's Range. Let's take a look at this J-frame. First of all, it is supposed to be about 14 ounces, 5-shot, 38 special, and it is a Model 38, double action, and also you can work it single action. Makes a good pocket gun. Again, I carried mine in a pocket holster most of the time. I have to admit, back in the early days, there were times I just carried it in my pocket. Hence all of the this battle scars on this old gun, but this one still works. All right, so the question is, what is the current trigger pull on this? And we're going to dig out the trusty Wheeler gauge and see what the double action trigger pull is on this gun right now. Make sure I get it off the desk so the cylinder's not rubbing. All right, reset it. First pull, 10 pounds, 1.7 ounces. We'll speed it up for the next 4. All right, 8 pounds, 1.4 ounces double action, which is really pretty nice. It's nicer than mine. Let's just for kicks take a look at the single action on this. Again, I'm pulling it 5 times. All the single action doesn't matter, but double action, since there are 5 chambers on this thing, each chamber can be just a little different the way the hand interacts with the star. Doesn't matter on single action though, and we are at just under 2 pounds. 1 pound, 12.1 ounces, so 1 3/4 pounds single action. All right, we're going to, I can't show it on camera here, but we are going to take this gun apart, put the Wilson kit in it, and bring it back to you in just a few minutes. All right, we're back. That didn't take that long. We did use the 8-pound hammer spring and the 13-pound trigger spring in this. It does work. It's still unloaded. Did lube it up a little bit. Here he had it nice and clean. Now this is a newer model than mine because this has the smooth face trigger, whereas my old 1976 vintage has a serrated trigger in it. I like the smooth one much better. Not sure the exact vintage on this. My guess is it's got to be at least 80s, maybe even into the late 80s, early 90s. Anyway, it again is empty, and the trigger pull is very much lighter, but let's see just how much lighter. All right. So we'll turn this on, zero it again, and let's see where it goes. First pull was 8 pounds, 8.2 ounces. Doesn't quite feel right. That's a little better. 6 pounds, 11.3 ounce average for 5 pulls. I can live with that compared to what it was. Definitely does feel nice. And single action wasn't affected. Well, it may have been affected a little bit by the hammer spring. I doubt it, but let's give that a try. Single action, just under 2 pounds before. Ooh, that's under a pound this time. Just 1 pound, half an ounce for the single action trigger. So putting in that 8-pound hammer spring obviously had an impact also on single action, but again, it doesn't matter. The individual chambers don't matter on that single action. It only matters on the hand for double action. So there it is, the Wilson custom tune spring kit for the Smith & Wesson J frame using the 8-pound hammer spring and the 13-pound trigger spring made a difference in this little old Model 38 Smith. Just a quick look. Thanks for dropping in to Riders Range.